When it comes to jackets, shoes, boots, bags, and wallets, there are few materials more rugged and masculine than leather. But you may be wondering, is it safe to get leather wet? Treated right, your leather goods will last a lifetime. But get this wrong, and you'll send them to an early grave. Thomas with Real Men Real Style here, and in today's video, I'm going to cover how to protect your leather goods from water. So first the question, is it safe to get leather wet? Full and top grain leather are going to be pretty water resistant, and they can handle a little water with few issues. But you still have to be careful. Getting your full or top grain leather completely soaked isn't great, as water is going to wash away the natural oils, which help keep the leather soft and healthy. Now what about something made from faux leather? Faux leather is actually a type of plastic, so it's pretty much going to be waterproof right out of the gate. But what about suede? While it's a beautiful material, you're going to have to be very careful about getting it wet. It's one of the weakest parts of the animal hide and is prone to water stains and damage from getting soaked. So first, let's talk about protecting your leather goods from water and moisture. Then we'll cover what to do if they get wet. When it comes to protection, full and top grain leather are slightly water resistant, but a heavy downpour or splash in a big puddle will still soak them. To boost their water resistance, you want to add a wax polish. The wax will add a thin layer that will help protect against water, dirt, and scuffs. Find a wax that closely matches the color of your leather, or go for a neutral polish. I recommend cleaning the leather with a saddle soap and conditioning it before applying a wax polish to remove any dirt and ensure the leather is properly moisturized. Apply the wax using a soft cloth, working in small circles. Cover the entire surface of the leather, then let it sit for 5 minutes to dry. Buff the leather with a horsehair brush or soft cloth. Then repeat the process a second time to get a solid layer of protection. While a wax polish is perfect for your full and top grain leather, it's not made to work with the napped surface of suede. So instead, you're going to need a silicone-based waterproofing spray. Apply an even coat to your suede. Let it sit for a couple hours to dry, then apply a second coat. Let them dry for another 24 hours before wearing.
All right, gents, whether you're using an electric, safety, or cartridge razor, consider using an aftershave balm. Applying this after you shave helps to cool the skin and prevent redness. Now, gents, the grooming products you see in today's video brought to you by Vitaman. And instead of me telling you how awesome they are, how about I put a link down in the description of today's video so you can try them for free. Seriously, gents, use that link in the description to grab a sample kit over at Vitaman for free.
Pro tip, whenever you're using a new product on your leather or suede item, you want to test it on an inconspicuous spot first to ensure it won't affect the color. But let's say you haven't protected your leather or suede and it gets soaked. What should you do to prevent damage? Although your instinct is to dry the leather as quickly as possible, you need to avoid using heat. A hairdryer or placing the item in front of a fire will dry them quickly, but the heat is actually going to damage the leather, leaving it brittle and prone to cracking. But the opposite is also a problem. If you stick that soaked leather in a dark closet with no airflow, it's going to dry too slowly and can develop mold, mildew, and some nasty odors. So what's the right way to dry them? If it's your leather footwear that got soaked, then put in some newspaper or cedar shoe trees so the shoes or boots will keep the right shape. Newspaper and cedar will also help absorb excess moisture. If it's a leather jacket, lay it on a towel on a flat surface. Hanging it up while soaked could cause the shoulders to get stretched and deformed. If it's a leather wallet, set it open on a towel so all the surfaces will be exposed to maximum airflow. Now take a soft cloth and blot away excess moisture, then let them air dry at room temperature. Use a fan to slightly speed up the drying process. After the leather is dried, apply a leather conditioner to restore any oils that were washed away by the water. What about your suede items? Again, you want to avoid using heat to dry them. This is going to damage the suede. If it's footwear, use cedar shoe trees or newspaper so they'll keep their shape. Take a soft cloth and blot away that extra moisture, then allow the suede to dry at room temperature. Again, a fan is going to help speed up the process. Once the suede is dry, the nap is going to be a little bit stiff. To restore the softness to your suede, take a soft horsehair or suede brush and gently go over the suede to raise the nap. If you're left with any water stains, use a suede eraser to gently scrub them away. So now you know how to handle wet leather. But are you making these critical mistakes that destroy your dress shoes? Check out this video, guys, where I'm going to cover 10 things you need to do in order to protect your dress shoes.